I feel like in that term, I finally properly understood what does it mean to strive for the peace and fulfillment of human's kind potential, and that it really became connected with it.
Welcome everybody to a new episode of GFB podcast. Here we have today Lucia Kubitskova, AI Finance Manager of 2024. Welcome. Please give her your biggest applause, guys. Yes, you can go. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us your AIESEC journey.
Yes, so hello everyone, my name is Lucia, and as Dimi already mentioned, I am a finance manager for 2024. Before I landed in AI, I was the MCP of AIESEC in Slovakia, also MCVP Finance and Legal there, and my journey on the LC level used to be as LCP and LCVP Marketing. So it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm currently in Bolivia after the IPM of Americas, and I'm very excited to talk or to spend these few minutes with you all.
Amazing. So, AI Finance Manager, how is your experience until now? I have experienced you as a finance manager myself when I was MCVP in my entity. It was a pretty nice experience working with you. So, why don't you tell us how is your experience until now?
Yes, so far, I don't want to sound too cliche, but I believe this is the best experience I could wish for. It's definitely a really beautiful ending of AIESEC as such, of my own experience with AIESEC. It has been for sure a lot of learnings, like from the beginning, in the initial months, I of course think I was a bit lost, but now as the time progresses, I'm really happy for the position I'm having, for the team that I'm part of, and overall for the experience and the AIESEC we are able to shape. So if I could rate it, for sure it would be 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. You would rate it as your first and your best experience that you would ever have in all your AIESEC journey.
I think so. Like it's very close to the MCP experience. That one was also very lovely and very amazing. But I think the ways how I'm able to learn and grow in this role is really something that I never expected, and I'm super grateful for having this opportunity.
Amazing. So AI, it's okay. For people that have never been there or have never been considering this role or how it is to be in AI, seem like an amazing, only an amazing role and like honorary role, an intimidating role, or whatever. So what do
Yeah,
you what?
I, I just want to follow up on what you said. Yes, the role I believe is a bit intimidating also for everyone who holds it, because it comes with a big responsibility, right? Like you go through the whole selection process among a lot of other ICERs, and you are supposed to somehow set the direction for, in my case, it's for specific area. Um, and it challenges you a lot, but it's really worth it, the outcomes. Once you see the bigger picture of it and go through the experience a bit, it's really worth it to go through all the struggles connected with it as well.
So what are you most proud of your responsibilities or what you have done as an AI finance manager? What's not only the most the thing that you're most proud of, your favorite thing to do in AI?
That's a very good question. I think for sure it's like developing the generation of financiers, especially with these new ones, the generation 24-25. They are someone I saw from the beginning, like getting selected and then growing them a bit through the Proud Financer Summit, later further either through individual interactions or through other means. And For sure, this is something that I really, really value a lot, and I'm super proud of leaving this generation of proud financiers also behind. Another thing that was also in my scope, and I'm very grateful for how it went, is IC 2024, which was held in Egypt. For me, it was amazing, challenging experience, but I believe also for the plenary, it was a good point where to kind of like refresh their AIESEC journey and go further. I think I'm very proud for the outcome we together made as AI team when it comes to this conference. So yeah, I think these are my two. And then I love overall interacting with the financiers on day-to-day basis, having one-to-ones, or even as now recently happening entity visits in order to help them to drive better their areas and overall the entities.
I was so expecting Icy like to be one of your answers. I really wanted to come to Icy, and as you said, the people were like reviewing their own Isaac journey. I was reviewing my Isaac journey as away from Icy. I wasn't even in Icy. I was reviewing how I was, how I wanted to be there, and what ifs. I had a lot of what ifs, let's say, at this period of my life. Um, so, going into another like topic, talking about Isaac journey and how I was reviewing it. How how would you review your Isaac journey? As I also most recently saw a post about sharing your Isaac journey and saying how you stayed in the organization, why, what was the reason that strengthened your like connection with the organization, your whys.
Yes, I think it was always piling up a bit by bit in every single experience. So, for example, when I was LCVP and overall also when I joined the organization as the team leader, I was very much driven by the community and by the feeling of vulnerability that ISEC was giving me, but in very positive sense. Then once I was becoming LCP and I was LCP elected, as you already mentioned, I was in pretty critical period of my life when it comes to the personal matters and overall taking care of my loved ones. But it was the teams that were helping me to actually understand who, like, how much I can gain from these connections that I'm building, and which were helping me to understand that I have also some other purpose in life. It was very crucial in my at that point of life to not focus only on the negatives and on what life is bringing you on the way, but actually to focus on what what I can do overall for the world to keep a bit more optimistic outlook. Then as MCVP, another motivation that piled up on top of it was the development. I was really able to see coming already from the LC experiences how much I developed my skill set, how much I shaped myself as a person, and overall how much did I learn. And shortly after I was elected for MCP, I started to understand a bit more the aspect of peace and fulfillment and how much it is actually really needed for ISEC to be present in order to achieve the cross-cultural understanding of each other. And that's overall how my MCP term was guiding me. So I feel like in that term, I finally properly understood what does it mean to strive for the peace and fulfillment of humankind potential, and that it really became connected with it. And now, as AI member, I really became strongly aware of why exchanges are the main solution for us, and why exchanges are something that really makes sense, because being part of AI, being in Canada with so many different nationalities, with so many different people, is of course exchange itself as well. So in this specific context, I became really connected with the ISEG what, and that's something that started to drive me a lot.
Amazing. I hope, I believe, okay, let me rephrase. When I speak to people that have pursued like MCVP, MCP, like regional roles, when there were regional roles. AI roles, it's more more or less what your thought, your journey, like the whys of each of your roles were pretty similar to the whys that I have discussed with other people. So I hope these like thoughts and the thought process of why I'm in the organization, why do I want to like pursue another role in the organization would be understood from a member level because it's really crucial. I believe not only for the organization but their experience as well, what they're uh, providing in being in that role.
Yeah, like with this, I couldn't agree with you more. And like, what it's one thing that I just wish to every single ISECer is to always like do not close yourself after you develop certain part. Because for me, the further I go, the more I develop myself. And the growth is literally exponential with every single role. When I was LCP, I thought, oh my God, I have learned so much more than I learned in the year and a half before in the organization. And I had the same feeling when I was MCP, and I have the same feeling also now. So, what is one thing important to understand, I think, for everyone is that the growth is always coming. No matter how long you are in the organization, you have still a place where to grow yourself and where to also grow your mindset.
And also with it doesn't matter what role you're taking afterwards. Like if it's a higher role, if it's an external role. I saw myself developing like
Exactly.
in MCVP term. Now I'm in GFB. I'm developing myself in a whole other world, doing podcasts and content that I never really did before. So now that I'm discussing
Yeah,
about
exactly.
my podcast, I am really glad to mention that I'm your biggest fan in AIESEC News. If you guys haven't seen AIESEC News in AI's Instagram, go watch AIESEC News. They're amazing. So what? How did that came up? How is your experience with it?
Oh my God,
Your
I
style?
really love I love this concept. So basically, some of the people who were at IPM 2024 might remember that me and Eugene were doing like a fan team connected with ISEC News. And then later, when we were jumping into the second semester, we were thinking how we can engage people more with like announcement and informations, but also how to like make it a bit more fun. And that's where it came from. Eugene also used to run the similar concept for ISEC in Canada while he was MCP. So yeah, that's also a hint for you guys. If you haven't seen it yet, jump on the MC Canada Instagram and scroll. The videos are hilarious. I really love them. But yeah, it was basically for us trying to find a way how to communicate with people in a bit more friendly way when it comes to the communication channels, and we really enjoyed. I think we are all very creative people. Me, Eugene, and also Jess, who is the person that is actually directing the news, or how am I supposed to say? So it's always a lot of fun. Now we are on a small break while we are apart, but we will be coming soon with the new episodes.
Yes, yes, that makes sense totally due to your being all over. And now that you said that Eugene did this as MCP, I didn't do the connection until now. And I was watching Eugene's videos as MCP of Canada back then. So now that we are talking about Eugene, how is your collaboration with AI 2025? How is everything going?
Well, if you're asking about our transition checklist, almost we're almost done. But overall, I'm very excited for our boys that are taking over the Proud Financers. I couldn't wish for a better successor. So here, kudos to Sam. I'm really happy that he's already someone that has connection with the commission and is very much inside of the finance. And the same comes to Eugene. Eugene is a person that is already part of AI 2024, has a big overview and also understanding of finances as such. So I feel like we couldn't leave the area in the better hands than theirs. So yeah, and we are having at the end of the next week again our sub-team transition. So after that, hopefully they will be fully ready for their journey ahead.
Amazing, amazing. So last months of your AI finance manager journey in your AI 2024 team, how would you, what are your last thoughts of this term? Okay, I don't want to make you
Okay,
cry,
I'm
no.
getting emotional. I'm just kidding.
Please don't. You're
Um,
leaving your sectors in amazing hands.
yes. Overall, I want to see the financiers to grow themselves and overall to be more comfortable with their JD and with what they want to achieve. I would really like to see people coming out happy from the replannings and sure of what they want to achieve. I still want to deliver few projects, few small things that are needed for the commission to thrive. And yeah, I just really hope everything will be ready for the generation to grow. And I really hope also I will see a lot of MCPs coming from the current generation of the proud financiers.
Amazing. And on the
Yeah.
last note, how do you see finance in 2025? Our like next generation, not next generation, uh, like how can I say it? As it is, but like now MCP's finance going to their next like semester. How do you see them going? How are they as a generation?
Well, well, I wish them to be more confident and more proud than they have been up till now, which I believe everyone is already representing very well. But also at the same time, I wish them to grow. I know I mentioned this word grow a lot, but for me, ISEC has been always a growth journey. I wish them to grow in finances, in the resources. We are growing in operations globally. We are finally going on the track that is driving the entities a lot. Now is also the same. Now is also the time to do this for finance. So I wish all of the proud financiers to grow, not only as people, but also to grow your bank accounts and your equity. And I really believe that next semester and next year, overall 2025, will help to lead it and that we will own ISA 2030 like never before.
Amazing. So that was all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for guesting my fourth episode. Fourth episode. Nice. My fourth episode of GFB podcast. Thank you for being here, like in your pretty busy time across Americas. Yes.
Thank you, Dimi, also very much. It was very nice to see you again, at least like this through Zoom. And yeah, it was my pleasure to be part of this podcast.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this conversation a lot. So, thank you to all of you that joined us too. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment in our videos. There will be next ones. You don't want to miss the next episode. A hint about the next episode AI 2025. So, thank you all for being here. See you next time.